Ole Miss Stadium, and it is hectic. There's a lot of noise, a lot of excitement, and a lot of energy down here. Not all of it is positive being directed at Lane Kiffin. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Running inside, it's Lacey. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Lacey.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
In Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says, like cheating. Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes the catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And this defense starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do a first and goal, and the defense, their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Could be an alley. Tripped up for the tackle. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, using the quick game. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bump.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the fumble on the defense got it. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 17,
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Dropping back, it's Levin. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in. They'll run play action.
This time it's complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to Caden Durham. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
They feed him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Right on the money.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best.
There's a crease. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Works the middle. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Slithers into space. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Calls his own number. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Time and change now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Levitt. Release to the back. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
LSU 14, Ole Miss 7.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The run inside. It's Lacey. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now on first down from the 28. Now the play fake. On the run, still looking. Trying to get rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. With the catch, it's Gill. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lacey.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on third down. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 17, set to kick off.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Smashes through the tackle. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback making checks. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count.
Here we go. Bender.
He's looking to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost to fire on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's right down the boulevard. And they go back on top.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. Got a little room. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He might want another play. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Now, the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They punt it away on 4th down. Wants to return it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to pass, it's Levitt. That one never had a chance, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking outside, it's Durham. He'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be 3rd down as clock runs before the half. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Timeout, LSU.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 15 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Hoosiers looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And wide receivers are doing this more and more in college football. You see them motion and shift all over the place. They give them the football a lot. Sometimes they use them as a decoy, but nice positive game. But more importantly, defense understanding they're ready for it. Good stop.
To the air, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. He'll pull it. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose. loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Here's a give to Durham. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Durham again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The short hands, it's Cook. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Handoff, Caden Durham. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. The play action fake. He's looking deep. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown LSU.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play. Take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Ole Miss, 17.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being...
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense. open. Takes it in. Touchdown, LSU. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going for it all. He's got it way down the field. And the Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Here we go. Go. To the air on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
Going to look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the fourth down.
Making side adjustments here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit as he throws. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Makes one man miss. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's Durham one more time. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, here's Durham. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That's caught. It's Odom. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Wide open downfield. On the move is the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. And we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Running inside. It's Lacey. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. And they'll take a knee.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. And they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets a block. Can they catch him? He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. They'll try for a big play here on 4th and long. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.